If I can't comment because I don't know what the
Understand.
fuck going on. But
Good night, Kapeash. I know y'all. I know. Doc not here. Got a special guest. Long. I forgot his nickname.
James the Long Star.
James the Long Star is
He gave
finally
me the
back.
fucking name. How you gonna forget?
And I created. Anyway, y'all, welcome to the Good Night Capiche, where we tell bedtime stories of very things that go on every day in everyday life and culture. If you can help me out just a minute, sir.
We're trash and all that. You downsized. I remember the trade being a lot bigger. Wolverine, right? No, not Wolverine.
I forgot.
Not cookies. What's the other?
Yeah, that was
Was
cookies
it
too.
cookies? It was the other
Cookies. I had a raw
one.
one.
Raw. No, the cookies.
I'm trying to think of that big one too.
The big one. Yeah. I'm sorry. We reminiscing.
That's okay. Oh, hit that light.
Time. Why you do that?
That red button.
Oh, I unplugged it. Remember?
Oh, you know what? No. Behind you right here by the water thing, click on the base switch over the pillow, on the other side of the pillow, lead over.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I forgot all about that part. Just hit the switch. There you go. There you go. There.
I'm happy to see you too, Snow.
There we go. Okay, a little brighter. I'll fix that later, y'all. Whatever. So, first of all, let me give a special shout out to my new subscribers. I know that somebody said they were going to go home and relax and may watch the show. I appreciate it. Go sit the fuck down. Sorry for cussing.
No licky.
Sorry for cussing, y'all. Y'all know how Snow get when we new people over here.
See me in a minute.
Actually, I haven't. You are the first officially guest over here.
Man, all them videos I be watching on YouTube, them old videos with people sitting beside you and on TV and all that.
Yeah, nobody's here. Nobody been here.
I seen one where you had somebody sitting beside you.
Adisa.
Yeah,
that's it.
And you had a whole bunch of people, boxes.
Yeah, that's it. But nobody
here. Oh. Damn, you made it look like somebody was sitting right next to you, like I'm sitting right here.
All right. Thank y'all for the 11 people that joined without me sharing out. I haven't been sharing my content lately. I appreciate people. But like I said y'all, today is a special kind of day. I was irritated at work today. Customer even pointed it out, put me on blast. He was like, "Dog, something wrong with you." Looked at my boss like something wrong with him. I was like, I looked at him like, please don't go no deeper than that. Please. Because what's wrong with me ain't got nothing to do with work until everybody walked off. And then, like I said, that's different. Work is different. But what pissed me off yesterday is everybody know I tell jokes on Taco the Tick. That's what I do. I do go political. I am a troll and all that stuff, but I tell jokes. I'm here for comedian purposes only.
That's
okay.
The restaurant.
Huh?
Taco the Tick.
Taco the Tick. That's why I call it TikTok.
All right. I'm just trying to stay on the same page.
Okay. I call me when I say stuff backwards. Book face, Facebook. Okay. So TikTok, Taco the Tick. That's don't ask me. I just thought it was funny, so I ran with it. So on Taco the Tick, I got this guy. He's a good friend. And if he's watching, if somebody you are a good friend. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay.
Cheers to the good friend.
Cheers to the good friend. There's nothing wrong with you. What I was talking about, what I was roasting about, what I was downgrading was the name that you chose. And his name that he chose, let me look this up, y'all. Let me make sure I say this shit right. Because it was Thunder
His name?
Tongue.
What?
Thunder Tongue. And I'm sorry, y'all. When I seen that name, I said the first thing came out, my nigga, you gay. I went to Boondocks and I don't even watch the show.
Thunder Tongue.
Did
I like ask him what was the meaning behind that?
No. I started roasting the name before he even came up on the panel. I literally was roasting the name, not the person. Okay? I want to make that highly fucking clear. Sorry for cussing. Why am I doing this? Why am I going into details about, why are you? Because my friend, he got in his feelings. He was like, you ain't gonna keep doing me like this. And I was like, how am I doing you? Because I would say this. I don't know nobody over there on Talk of the Tick. I don't know y'all. Y'all don't know me. The reason why I say that is before this reason why. There's nothing that I can say personally about anybody. Why? That's a good question. I have the answer. I don't know you. That's why I cannot say nothing personally about you. I have to know you to say something personally about you, to roast you personally. I have to know you, and I don't know you. Only thing I know is your name. Name that we chose. And I have names out there on Talk of the Tick that are very disturbing, weird, inappropriate. Maybe I need to sit down and have a discussion. Talk to me about it. Like, hey, Kapeash, why did you choose that name? I think something's wrong with you. I think you need help. I think you might need therapy.
There is something wrong with you.
You might have watched one too many Diddy movies. You just might. Diddy Mayor, that some people might think that's a weird name. I have a problem with that. I get it. Finger My Banana Split. To me, it's a classic.
You still got that?
Yes. Yes. I have technically 4 names. I have Finger My Banana Split, Finger My Wet Wet, and Finger My Wet Banana Split. And then Diddy Mayor. Diddy, I'm your baby. I be trolling this. But for people that I really hang out with on Talk of the Tip, because truthfully, like hang out with, it's like 3. Like sit on panels. Okay, 4. That I sit on panels and thug. And when I say thug with thug, now I'm trying to come out with the best jokes, best anything. Or if it's controversial, I'm trying to be very controversial as possible for building an audience. Now, one person I don't have to do at all is just a real good back and forth on a good discussion, and that she be free. Love her show on Talk of the Tick.
I don't know her.
She's very controversial. She's not scared to talk about the main 3 subjects that normal people are scared to talk about. Normal people, not everybody, normal people. And religion, politics, and sex. Not scared to talk about it at all. How deep, how long, how short, how wide, how fat, how getting it, how you might be getting it too much. I love it. I just love it. Love it. And we don't agree on nothing. But sometimes there is a ground like, you can't help but agree. Like, I can't help but agree with you on some shit. Because it be like that. Life be life. Brooklyn show. Love it to death. That's just like my new itch. I rocks with them. Matter of fact, for them, I rock with them so hard. Gotta give them a special shout out.
Hey friends, it's your girl Brooklyn. Where's the vibe? The vibe is live. 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3 a.m. Pacific. We have jokes, laughs, a good time. So come by and check us out. It's myself, the Cookie, and Kapeash. Come on by, check us out for a good time on the Vibes Live. I will see you there.
Vibes community, man, come check us out, dog. Goes down. I'm with the mask. I'm with the jokes. I'm with the jokes.
You tried to catch my ass.
And I got to give a shout out to my boy, James, because truthfully, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be on TikTok at all. Wouldn't know nobody.
He always say that.
Wouldn't, I keep it real. Wouldn't know Nan, not a Nana. Shit, wouldn't. And then I rocks with y'all. I really do rock with y'all. I rocks with y'all. You know what I'm saying? And the new family, the new crew, the new squad that I just got introduced to. You know what I'm saying? Man, shout out to y'all. Man. For real. Because y'all be coming through. And I got y'all special shout outs. MJ, you know what I'm saying? She came up on my panel. I was like, oh my God.
She did.
Yeah.
That's peace, man.
Matter of fact, she came on my panel when I was in Cali. It shocked the mess out of me because I didn't expect nobody to show up.
Some people just talk that shit. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna support you. Give me your name. And they don't never show up. So
matter of fact, you know what? She never said none of that. She just like, bad. Oh, that's
peace, man.
She slid on me. And big shout out. Big shout out. Let me stop playing. Big shout out. I'm gonna treat her like a big dog. Big shout out. My girl, Amanda, straight came through. Every time I go live, slide through. You don't care.
Amanda?
Amanda, man. I don't care if it's for 2 minutes. She sliding through. Hey, what's up?
Peace, man. That's peace.
Like had me blushing one time. And
Amanda from the panel? That's peace. Okay. All right, well, that's what's up.
I was about to say, I gotta give her a big shout out, like a big dog. Big dog. Cause she's like, she has, I think I went live 3 times so far. And she was there. I was like, what?
So the TikTok is merging.
But you know what? Okay, y'all. I got this other news I want to get into. I got this other news, y'all. And this one comes with a video. But before I get into this video, I want to make sure I want to get us at a right, nice spot. Nice spot. Because this big question has been asked, and I think it's a good question. What in the purpose is it for us to go to the moon? What do y'all think is the purpose for us to go to the moon? Us, Russia, China. What? Why? What is up there? What is out there? Who is doing? What is going on? NASA has just launched, and I'm not sure, so don't quote me, has just launched 4 astronauts to the moon. Now, these guys are going to the moon to re-establish us landing on the moon. Okay? Now,
so basically, they're about to make another NASA movie with better technology.
He said they finna make a better NASA movie.
That's what the first moon landing was. A fucking movie.
But people would like to say that I'm gullible. Like, golly, Kapeash, you're gullible. I'm gullible to tell me that this ship is in space, heading to the moon, and we got this camera facing the Earth. Y'all, the camera facing the Earth. Let me pause it right here. Stop playing with me. Stop playing games.
The Earth is round then, right?
How?
You just said it's facing the Earth, right?
I said it's facing the Earth. I ain't say it was round.
It look round to me.
It looks round to you. But notice how you can't see the whole Earth. Notice how they actually put a whole machinery piece in the way of us looking at the Earth.
There's different angles to that, right? You put on different angles. You could be different angles to that.
How about this one? How about this one?
What's the water for?
I don't know. This is supposed to be January 3rd. So they supposedly have already did this. But then I seen that they haven't left yet. So I don't know exactly what we're watching. And this was uploaded. It was actually uploaded on January 3rd. But I'm just so curious, like, what is the mission? What's the mission?
So what's the reason they're going to what they supposed to be doing now? They're going to find oil on the moon? Y'all already going to the moon?
They just supposed to be going to the moon.
Or just to have something to do?
To actually establish that man can make it to the moon. Because right now we have no proof for that. Well, the American people don't believe. I got a friend, I wish he was up right now because he believes. So these are the pilots that are gone. Okay. And I give it to them. I give it to them. They did their diverse thing. They did their diverse thing. They like, fuck it, we gonna better fucking mix this up.
That's supposed to be the afterburn.
The afterburners. So you got your white guy, right? Hold on. So then you got your girl. Then this ain't the official it. This ain't it. This ain't the real one because it's a white guy, a white girl, a black dude, and another white guy. And I just looked at all these pictures. That's the other white guy. Where's the black guy?
I still say they blew the challenge up on purpose. That's just my opinion.
Look at these people got the 3-screener. I just want to know why. And my other big question is, why do we have to pay for it? Because NASA is federally funded. So anything federally funded, that means we pay for it. Why? The fuck?
We pay for ISIS. Look what ISIS is doing.
ICE or ISIS? Because ISIS is a terrorist group from another country.
In my opinion, yeah, both groups are fucking very violent. I will say that.
ICE is very violent? I think the protesters are more violent than ICE.
Yeah, but there's more dead protesters than it is ICE guys. Matter of fact, I don't think there's no ICE guys dead.
Nah.
There you go, my point.
But you got 2 civilians that were American terrorists terrorizing law and officers so they couldn't do their job.
Hold on. Black governor cries racism over Trump. This what?
Because he wants, okay.
This inviting him. Oh, so Trump told him not to come to his goddamn kitchen and eat.
He told Democrats not to come to this dinner. And he wanted to cry racist because he's the only black person
That's a Republican.
that's a Democrat that didn't get invited.
Well, if all of them didn't get invited, then why the fuck is he mad?
That's
now I can see if I don't want to make this racist, but or prejudice or whatever.
Make it.
I can see if he invited all the white Democrats to come and he told him personally, well, no, I don't think you want to come to this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and
that's something different.
It was a white Democrat that he put it on the list too.
Yeah. But then again, Trump, you fucking up because he could have turned. You know what I'm saying? He could have turned. He could have had him another Republican.
Or, which is true, I'm not disagreeing with you, or this person probably is at a state to where I can't agree with you to where it'll be a waste of my time. So why waste my time with you when I know that this right here, this meeting, whatever this dinner about, is not of your interest? It's not even probably something that you campaign. I wouldn't waste my time on you if you didn't even campaign on stuff that I'm going to sit here and have this meeting about. Even though you're a mayor, and it's a governor thing, even though it's a governor, but you probably ain't even, probably not even about this life. No.
So why is he in his feelings then?
Why
is he in his feelings?
Because he was asked, and his thing, his wording was just like, oh, it might be racist, and it was just one of those reporters trying to get you a gotcha moment. And did he fall for it? Not really, but sort of.
Okay.
And that's how I took the story when I went over it. It really wasn't nothing too damn deep as far as that. Thank you for the one person that's watching on YouTube. Appreciate it.
How would it tell you that, bro? Oh, right at the top. I see it.
And it says one watching right here, so I know for a fact somebody watching. And I know it ain't me. And other news. Do we want to go to other news, y'all?
Why don't I never get these invites? I'm still subscribed to you.
Why don't get these notifications?
Yeah.
Because you had to check your notifications. Just keeping it real. You have to check them because ain't no telling when the last time you've been on my page. So whatever your YouTube is, his algorithm is in his algorithm. I
see your shows, your clips.
Yeah, because I bet you I'm in your algorithm like that, but I just probably ain't in your top notification thing. See? Hold on, y'all. Let me show y'all this title right here. Because BBC is feeling me. BBC is feeling me. Race to the moon. Why are you showing Trump and Jinping? I forgot his name. I know I just messed it up. I'm sorry. What's up, BBC? What y'all know that I don't know? I got to go to it. I'm just curious. What y'all know that I don't know? Oh, I forgot I can do it like this. Bing.
This reminds me of the headset. The only difference is I'm using my fingers.
Light image of the moon. You can still see tracks in the dust and part of the capsule from the last time humans were there.
My golly, this time goes fast.
That was Apollo 17, more than 50 years ago. The final mission in...
I feel like I skipped some.
Look closely at this satellite image of the moon. You can...
I just want you to answer, just make it make sense for me. If you
still see tracks in the dust and part of the
if you watch the original thing, they show you the craft landing on the moon. They show the dude one small step for man. They show him. Can you answer?
I remember those.
Can you answer one question and please make it make sense for me?
Uh-huh.
Who put the camera there
to watch the lander?
Mm-hmm.
Same question I got. Same question I got. And the cameraman was there when they left, right? Okay.
They didn't pick him up. They left the nigga there.
Oh, okay then. Okay, so dog, I need my
How they
friend.
get the footage? How they get the footage back to? Because we didn't have Wi-Fi and all this back then. So how do you get the footage back to?
Okay, so now that they sort of did have. We researched that. Okay. So internet was in 1941.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, see that shocked us too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna bullshit you. Shocked us too. So when we looked it up, 1941, internet was around. Was it around for us as civilization? Probably not. Probably just only government expansion. Signal bouncing was back then too, and that's what they claim happened. So notice I didn't say Wi-Fi, I said internet, and I said signal bounce. Because those are the only things that I can verify that was technically 100% back in those days. Then I can be like, okay, yeah, those were back there, sure.
I ain't gonna believe that, but you want to believe that? Fact check it. Knock yourself out. I can't believe that. But I want to know, besides the internet, what you just said, who put the camera on the moon before they got there? If we can get that answered, or maybe they're going back to go get the dude. Maybe they're going back to go get the camera.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the image that I'm finna pull up, and just what this person is narrating, okay, we are looking at the tracks from the first landing on the moon, because that's what she's highlighting. Okay, letting you know that that's what she's highlighting. So
you gotta love it.
So what was the space race? I don't care. What is Chinese? What is the Chinese moon program? Kind of interested. What is NASA? Are the US and China? Right, that is not answering your question, just by those titles.
Capsule from the last time humans were there.
My golly, this time goes fast.
That was Apollo 17, more than 50 years ago. The final mission in the...
So are those buggies? You seen that buggy was on, right? Go back, see that shit? So when they go back, I'm assuming that same motherfucker is still gonna be there waiting on them to start up and ride again. Or they just packed all that shit back into the goddamn spaceship and it all left together. The shit don't make sense to me. That shit bigger than him. So
I know for a fact this be on TV set screens.
That right there? Yes, sir. Actually, it was like an umbrella. At least they were smart enough to put the American flag. Shout out to America, best country in the world. They put the American flag on the damn wheel on the fender right there. That was cool.
You see where my arrow pointed at?
That's supposed to be the sun. That's supposed to be the reflection of the sun, right? Because they're on the moon, right? Right? So that's supposed to be the sun. Supposed to be. Right?
Hold on. I did.
Oh, you about to blow it up? Oh, don't blow it up, man. Don't expose NASA like that.
What he told me to do?
Don't do that.
What did he say?
You gonna have a Men in Black here.
It was Apollo 17.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You had a Men in Black knocking at your door.
Boy, you lucky Doc ain't here. Cause I'm like, Doc, how you tell me to zoom in? because I need to see. That's all I really want to see.
Yeah, because his space helmet is a perfect mirror. You know what I'm saying? But you notice how you notice how he did the shit far away though. He ain't take the picture up close.
You notice how this is in color, and you know it's supposed to be in black and white.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Cause the goddamn video is in motherfucking black and white. Well, you know they can add color to the shit. That's bullshit. You know they can add color to this shit.
Add color. Okay? Add color. That means you had to add color to this. This is a shadow of this. This is a shadow of something else.
Okay, so why is that not?
You see where my arrow at? What is that a shadow of? This? Because this is a shadow. That's a shadow. If that's not an attachment to that back there is a shadow. Those are shadows because you look at the darkness that it's supposed to represent, right? That it's supposed to represent. But then you look at this and you can guarantee say that, yeah, 100%. You can say, yes, that's a shadow. I can know exactly where that's from. This right here. That's dark as shit. You go off into these distance. You see this trail. What is that? I'm just saying. But the $1 million answer is what you can see off that reflection. That's a $1 million answer right there. What can you see out that reflection? But the simpler question, the race to the moon has to be on some Star Trek Enterprise shit. And what was Star Trek Enterprise was? Discovering new space and the final frontier. And they had law, right? Republican. I don't know if you watched Star Trek. I did. So you did. So any Star Trek, you know what? I know I'm gonna make shorts. I gotta make shorts of this episode just because of it for some odd reason. And I know that's why I'm gonna get my comments, my feedbacks. Because my Star Trek people, y'all know about the laws and stuff out there. And I don't know if my boy want to go down that rabbit hole. That's why I'm kind of hesitant to go down that rabbit hole. Because you know, we got AI, like AI. What was, you know what? I got to now. I got to, because I got y'all curious. And now y'all want to know. So come on, let's go find AI. Where you at? Where you at, A? What was the laws in Star Trek Enterprise out there in that space? In the fictional TV show Star Trek Enterprise, what was the laws outside in space for Star Trek?
In the fictional world of Star Trek Enterprise, the laws outside in space weren't so much established legal codes as the principles and challenges the crew faced. They were navigating uncharted territory, often encountering new species and situations that didn't fit pre-existing rules. The show explored themes like the development of the Federation, first contact protocols, and the ethical dilemmas of exploration.
Stop.
Was there...
That's good with it.
The first, go back to the last 3 sentences you said and repeat that one more time for me, please. Go back to the last 3 sentences you said and say that one more time for me, please.
The show explored themes like the development of the Federation, first contact protocols, and the ethical dilemmas of exploration. Was there
Stop.
a specific...
Pause right there for me.
Okay.
Federal.
What would you like to explore further?
Huh?
I got a question. She didn't answer it. Well, you didn't ask it right.
Asked it. Go ahead.
Ask it. Clear it. Oh. What's her name?
I'm ready for your question. What would you like to know?
What is the Galactic International Code?
There's no specific galactic international code
Okay, so
mentioned
there ain't
in
no
Star
laws.
Trek Enterprise or the
There
broader
ain't- so there
franchise.
ain't no laws out there.
However, there are various codes, protocols, and concepts that function similarly in different contexts, like first contact protocols or prefix codes for starships. Is there a specific scenario you had in mind?
What was protocols and what was procedures when you entered home space? It's a term that I'm missing that they use. That's all.
Are you perhaps thinking of neutral zone or unaligned space? Those are terms that come up often in the series.
What are those definitions?
A neutral zone is an area of space that isn't claimed by the Federation or any major power, often serving as a buffer. Unaligned space is simply space that doesn't belong to any prominent group. Is there anything specific about those concepts you're wondering about?
Territories.
So
Undiscovered territories, rather.
what was Star Trek's territory?
She just told you it was.
So did Star Trek have territory?
Yes, Star Trek does have territory, primarily that of the United Federation of Planets. This territory includes Earth and many other planets and star systems, all governed by the Federation's principles and laws.
Principles and laws. Can you name some of the principles and laws that they abide by on the show?
A core principle is the Prime Directive, which prohibits interfering with the natural development of less advanced civilizations. Other key principles include the pursuit of knowledge, non-aggression, and cooperation among diverse species. Are you interested in any particular aspect of these?
I think you're getting it mixed up, Kapeash. You got laws on the planets like we got here, and then you got space laws. They don't got. I think we looking for laws that.
I'm trying to see how they govern their laws in
They
space.
don't. It's wide open. That's why they can go in there and blow
That's a
niggas
good
up.
point. While planets within the Federation have their own laws,
Right.
the governance in space is managed by Starfleet, which enforces the
So they did have government in their spaces. We may not seen it as much or talked about it as much on the show. I'm not sure because I don't remember.
It's no different than the United States carrier versus
That-
the Chinese warship.
Now
that.
you're going down.
Just
Now
like that.
okay. So pause real quick,
Except it's in
AI.
space.
Now that's what I'm saying they're doing for as going to the moon. They can really do that for real. That is right what you just said. That's my belief. That's what I think. Because that's the only thing that would make sense for me to go to the moon. Because once I make it the moon and I establish that first, that in my idea, y'all, that means from land to the moon, United States of America get to govern that space. Because why? We were the first people there. We have the blueprint. We know how to do it. It was done. It was successful through us. Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Too deep?
I don't know. We talking about the moon.
Talk about just the moon. And there's space in between the moon.
I don't think we went there in the first place, so that's why.
That's true, and I think that too. But I think that's the whole purpose of the race between China and the United States. This whole BBC World Series report. Man, I bet you they're not gonna say it like that, but I can damn near guarantee that's the main reason of why they're doing what they're doing.
But don't they tell you why? They telling you right there why, right?
They're telling us the history. Okay, here. Let's go right here. Get to the heart of the question.
Systems are good at this time.
To understand this new space race, we need to understand the first one.
The first space race back in the 1960s was all about the United States of America and the Soviet Union trying to demonstrate their technological superiority as part of a much wider geopolitical battle to prove themselves the superpower of the world.
Russia was the first to put an object, an animal, and a person into orbit. But in 1969, America won the race to put man on the moon.
That's one small step for man,
By 1972, 12 US astronauts had been to the moon.
3, 2, 1.
But then the missions stopped.
Right away.
12. Well, I only remember them, just them right there.
I remember other times, other astronauts with. I remember other times talking about them in school. I do.
Houston, that's your good.
The reason the US didn't continue after 1972 is that the lunar exploration program was very expensive. It was billions of dollars, and President Nixon at the
Can you go back real quick to that screenshot of the thing going up in the air? Can you answer me? No.
One.
But then the
Hold on.
missions stopped.
Okay,
Right away.
right. Go up just a little bit more.
Houston,
Right there. Can you answer me a question? If that's the moon on the bottom, right? And that's supposed to be space going up. He's supposed to be going back in the space. The America, we supposed to be going back to Earth. Where the stars at, bro? Do you see any stars? Where the stars at? You see Earth, but where the stars at?
Where all the stuff that you would figure to be in the galaxies floating around.
Where the stars at? Where the other? You should be able to see stars. You should be able to
Stars,
see other
craters,
planets.
rocks.
You know, you should be. You know, but this is a more updated version. I'm talking about the one from the '60s.
2, 1.
But then
This old school right here. Where the fuck are the stars? For real. Where they at?
the missions stopped.
Right away.
Where the stars at?
Bro, did you just see that spark?
And did you see how? Did you see
Did
the
you,
sparks?
did
that
you
had
just see
went
that
up?
spark?
3, 2, 1.
But then the missions stopped.
Come on, man. What kind of explosion is that? Where the fire at? So you mean to tell me you can just spark and go right up in the goddamn and go for the moon, but on the Earth you need jet propulsion. But on the moon, you just need sparks and you can just go straight out with no stars. Man, and look at how small that shit is, Kapeash. Look at how small them motherfuckers is. Look how little that motherfucker is.
There's what is pushing that?
What is staring at?
Where's the fire?
Yeah, where's the bro? Come on.
Right away, Houston, that's your good.
Get the fuck
The
out.
reason the US didn't continue after 1972 is that the lunar exploration program was very expensive. It was billions of dollars, and President Nixon at the time pointed out that, well, we've already been there, and more importantly, we have defeated the Soviet Union in this race.
They proved the shit out, right?
America still talked about going back.
Back to the moon, back to the future.
Returning to the moon is an important step for our space program.
But focus shifted to other priorities like satellites in the International Space Station. Meanwhile,
Them space stations been out there for a long time. How they just stay out there, homie?
Ain't no space station down there.
China was building its own moon program.
There's spaces underwater.
In 2006, its chief scientist said lunar exploration was a reflection of a country's power. And in 2013, China landed an unmanned craft on the moon.
Notice how they saying is an reflection of a country's power to go out into space.
Still no stars. Where the fuck are my stars at? I see stars in the background.
Boy,
What's it called? The background?
Which nobody had done
Yeah.
since the 1970s.
Stars in that.
Soon, the US
Where
was
the
paying
stars at? Y'all
attention.
trying to get it
The
right.
directive I'm signing today will refocus America's space program on human exploration and discovery.
China have made it clear that they want to emulate the US success of the 60s and land humans on the moon. The US don't want to see China do that alone. And so the two are competing, and both have said that they want to return humans to the moon in the coming years.
America has a multi-stage project to do that.
one thing y'all, there's no way that y'all can pull off the moon without no fire. That's one thing y'all gonna have to somehow establish.
What stars at? That's why.
Called Artemis.
Where the stars?
Hydrogen burns initiated.
The first step was an unmanned orbit of the moon in 2022.
4-stage engine start.
In step 2, astronauts will orbit the moon for the first time in more than 50 years. But there aren't plans to land people on the surface until step 3 in 2027 at the earliest. Progress now is slower than in the first space race. One reason for that is concerns about safety.
The appetite for risk back then was much greater than it is now. In many ways, the Apollo astronauts were very lucky. Space is a risky business. The rocket is hundreds of tons of exploding fuel.
NASA has built a new rocket called the Space Launch System to get its astronauts to the moon. And private companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are building the technology.
SpaceX, that's funded by what's the word name?
Elon.
Elon.
Yeah.
Oh, he got so much damn money. He don't know what the fuck he want to do.
Shit. I mean, he got 11 kids.
He got enough money to make 11 more.
Shit, that nigga, he doing what he doing. He trying to, but think about this, and a lot of people, and there's things about Elon Musk I don't truly like.
What did he do to you?
Huh?
He's a Republican. What's wrong with that? I'm not trying to make this political, but
I don't like funding SpaceX. Until they can make this make sense to me, why do I got to pay for it?
okay, all right, I got it.
And then,
So you have no interest on having a airline designed to take people from here to the moon and back?
Elon want to go to Mars, which takes 277 days to get in orbit of Mars.
We ain't doing that.
Huh?
That's too far. We're not doing that. It's too far. Something go wrong, you dead. It's too far. Going to the moon is something go wrong, you dead. If I'm not mistaken, we got a movie about that happened. Apollo 13, supposedly. But you know what's weird, though? And I'm gonna share this. You know what's weird, since we talk about the moon landing and astronauts, and they talking about going back this year, all this mumbo jumbo, yada yada crap. You know what's funny, weird, is that when they go to talk to Buzz Aldrin, which is based off of Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story, and what's the other dude? God, I used to know their names because they teach us about them in school. But before they died, before they passed away, they would go and have interviews with these old astronauts about the moon landing. And as soon as they would bring it up, they would get either defensive, they would deflect, or they'd be like, interview's over.
There's a couple of YouTubers out here. I seen a video a while back. But you know what I'm saying? I didn't bring it up because I just wasn't time for that or time. But it's a YouTuber that found damn near all the astronaut people.
And what did he do with him?
Just interviewed him.
Did they answer his question? Or did they want to beat him up?
Some of them kind of just like, play like, I don't know who he's talking about. I'm not him. I'm not that person.
That's what I just said. Yep. Yeah.
Some of them, and then, some of them just kind of didn't say nothing. It was funny because like,
you would think that would be a groundbreaking experience for America. That would be something they would want to talk about. That would be something that they would be praised for. Statues, movies. They'd be like rock stars, man. The kids would want to be astronauts all over the world type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Some people are supposed to be known as not around no more.
Well, yeah. Well, they old now, but
finding the damn it ain't even gonna. I've got to do something. Go ahead. Finish your statement.
No, go ahead. I'm finished.
I've got to do something. Hold on. I'm glad I seen that this was open for no reason. There we go.
Because you gotta think about it. If you got a space station, right, and you gotta think about this, Kapeash, they've been talking about this space station has been supposedly up in space ever since the 70s, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about it, man. This old ass. Well, we gotta. When y'all gonna bring that shit back down to Earth and fix it and bring it back up? I mean, how's y'all maintaining the roof and all?
Let's hope I fix it in Earth.
Do you get what I'm saying? How'd you like even on Star Trek? When you think about Star Trek and Star Wars and all the type of shit like that, they got like hangar bays. They come back to a planet and fix it, or they got like a makeshift planet that they bring it to and fix it. They don't fix the shit while it's floating. You know what I'm saying? They bring it, I'm trying to figure out
all the astronauts.
What? I'm like, how are they fixing the space station, bro? And keeping these people alive. And when shit get broke up there, how does it get fixed?
Well, they definitely like showing that off of people up there fixing them.
That's just all videos. That's just all videos, man.
That's why I said they love showing that.
And then what's powering the space station, bro? A nuclear reactor can only last for so long. And then you in space. So the conditions in space is different than the conditions on Earth. You're dealing with nuclear shit, energy. So what's powering the fucking space station? With the sun, electricity, generator? What the fuck? You got to have constant oxygen 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Water, fresh water, 24/7. Food. Come on, man. Come on.
They're like, Africa is so big, there's no way you get in Africa in one shot.
Hell no. Come on, man. No. On the map, they make Africa look small as a bitch, but in real life, Africa damn near swallow up all that shit in one whop. But on the map, it just make it look, Artemis 2. What's this about? He said finding all the real astronauts, U.S. astronauts. Okay, how he saw the moon. No, it could be the ones I saw. The dude was interviewing them, and every time he interviewed them, they was ready to beat him up. For real, old dude, the old Buzz Lightyear dudes. They ready to beat his ass. Get out of my face. I don't want to talk about that. You think this is a joke?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find.
You'll see it. See, NASA's lying. They go one. We'll react to the moon landing tonight. He counteracting that shit. No, that ain't it. But then again, where the moon, where the stars at?
He probably gonna. Y'all, so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Cause I'm just curious of what he's talking about. Just a little.
Charlie, we're at how much? That's okay.
12 people in human history have walked on the moon, and only 4 are alive today. He's the youngest. And this is a moon landing denier that Charlie's about to react to for the first time. Because I've spent the last week hearing out every theory about why the moon landings are fake.
Do you believe in the moon landings?
No. No.
I don't really believe in that.
They could be real, they could not.
With 18% of people thinking it's fake.
There's a race between America and Russia, so they kind of faked it.
It's cap.
It's fake.
No, I don't. They could have been AI, nobody knows.
And some conspiracy theorists feeling really strongly about it.
Check out the Joe Rogan podcast or anybody that's got the video. When their feet are like in the air, it's like, come on, man.
Charlie's going to debunk the 4 most common conspiracy theories today. But first, let's hear how he actually became an astronaut.
In September of 66, Earth slows you down. Then when you get started getting to lunar gravity, you start to accelerate, but you're not going too fast that you can't slow down with the fuel you have on board. All this was designed, planned out, right, and then get out of orbit and come home.
The crew aimed the rocket to pass in front of Earth after finishing its orbit, therefore catching a little bit of Earth's gravity and slowing it down. Earth's gravity slowed it down just enough where when it reached the moon, it wouldn't have to use nearly as much fuel to get itself slow enough where it would be able to make a safe descent. Unless they did bring a ridiculous amount of fuel like denier Christian is referencing. But since Christian is right and they didn't, this was the method NASA scientists spent years developing to allow them to get to the moon on such little fuel. Christian isn't right, of course, that the whole thing was.
Have you ever wondered how astronauts who go to the moon...
I just want to sound on what he just said. Okay, so can you explain to me, we on Earth, this is their first time going to the moon. I ain't talking about the 11 guys for them. How did you figure out? Now I give you figured out what the gravitational pull is on the Earth because we own the Earth and you're a scientist and y'all are supposed to figure that shit out. Newton's apple, all that shit. I get it. How the fuck did you know what the gravitational pull was on the moon so that you would know how much fuel to put on the human spaceship so that they would be able to use? Do you get what I'm saying? Did you get what he just said? So can you explain to me how did humans figure that out about the moon in outer space when we haven't even been out there yet? Period.
Because of the gravity theory. That I mean, okay. you gotta think everything was still a theory, but once it mathed out a math number,
I get that. Okay. That's the Earth.
Okay,
we're on the Earth. Those numbers and everything you're saying come from the Earth.
Earth.
How the fuck do you know the numbers on a planet or the moon that we trying to get to? You know what I'm saying? There's no way.
Because
where's you getting your analysis from? Can you tell me where you getting your analysis from?
Because once you figure out how far the moon is, and then whenever you figure out
how far, but go ahead.
Whenever you figure out wherever zero starts,
how do you know where zero starts if you ain't never been there?
Because you figure out zero will start where man run out of air. So you go 1, 2, 3, you go whatever, you go the highest number here, all the way up to man can't have no air, can't breathe. I'm talking about without machine, without nothing. And that's considered zero. And from zero there, you go -1, -2, -3, -4, and therefore you get your, what's it called? On out to the moon.
Oh, you answered it, yeah.
We're at how much? That's okay.
As soon as the rocket is going fast enough.
Take a picture for you, Charlie. We're at how much?
And you have to slow, but that's too fast to go into orbit. And that trajectory was designed because you had only limited fuel in the service module. They shot you out in front of the Earth, and it took you 72 hours to get there. If they just fired you right towards the moon, you got there in 12 hours. But you're going so fast, you don't have a...
Take a picture.
If performance reviews make you want to crawl under your desk.
My biggest question is the definition of in front of Earth.
Desk and stay there.
I
Listen up.
didn't know
Hi,
what
I'm
does
Rachel. I'm
technically
30.
that phrase.
Let me take a picture for you, Charlie. Where at? How much? That's okay.
Enough, it can just point itself at the moon and it won't stop until the pilots turn on their anti-thrust to slow them down once they've reached their destination. That's just how traveling in space works.
When you get to the moon, you're going probably 6,000 miles an hour, thereabouts, and you have to slow, but that's.
So when you get to the moon, you're going about 6,000. I just pause so people can, like, I need y'all to think about that. You know, think about your car, your fastest car. Think about your demonometer. Think how fast that motherfucker go. Think about the fastest car that you done seen go. I watched that. I watched F1 racing. They were going 250. Okay, I think the fastest car is clocked at 320. There was a little rocket going straight in the middle of the desert. 320 straight, no turning, no nothing. So 6,000 miles per hour.
That's too fast to go into orbit. And that trajectory was designed because you had only limited fuel in the service module. They shot you out in front of the Earth and it took you 72 hours to get there. If they just fired you right towards the moon, you got there in 12 hours. But you're going so fast, you don't have enough fuel to slow down. So they fire you way out in front. So gravity Earth slows you down. Then when you get started getting to lunar gravity, you start to accelerate, but you're not going too fast that you can't slow down with the fuel you have on board. All this was designed, planned out, and then get out of orbit and come home.
The crew aimed the rocket to pass in front of Earth after finishing its orbit, therefore catching a...
There's that word again. Sir, do you know what in front of Earth means? In front of Earth. You know, my follow-up question is, I want to do one of these. What's behind Earth? What's behind? Stupid. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. Front Earth, back to Earth, up Earth, down.
I can't go no further because I'm just laugh and then like I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole. This is the Good Night Kapeash show. We're gonna do this stuff for like an hour, 15, 20 minutes. You know, y'all. We back at it again. We're doing this again. I appreciate y'all coming through, stopping through. We might, I don't know. We might go down this rabbit hole a little later on. Tomorrow. Until next time, y'all. Good night, Kapeash.